What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to Y'all Said the Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Iceman, and it's the team.
What up? Y'all know what time it is. It's Breeze Nation, baby. I'm back. I'm back again. Drop some jewels on these guys.
It is your boy, Young P. I'm in the building, aka Mr. PR. It's ready. I'm ready to do it. Let's get to the show. Let's make it a good one, fellas.
All right, yeah, and we do got another good show. Before we get started, though, want to get shouts out to Mastermind, who not sitting with us today.
That's
Have
right.
some little things to handle, but salute to Mastermind. We know you watching, and this show we about to have some good ones for you, baby.
Yes, sir.
But before we start the show, also, we're just gonna do a little small talk and start off like this. What you think of Georgetown and North Carolina? They played lately of college basketball. Starting off with you, Breezy.
Somewhere along the line, Georgetown lost that recruiting trail. They need to figure out how to get the kids back to how they had back in the '80s and '90s, so they can get to the prominence of the Big East. Because right now they're looking bad. I don't know who's coaching them right now, whatever. But I just know that
I
they're
think Pat
petty.
Ewing over there.
He's still there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Pat
I
Ewing
think he's
over there.
still there.
And
Yeah, I
I
think he's
think they
still
lost about 100 straight.
there.
100.
They got to figure something out. And then Carolina, hate to say it, Hubert. I don't know if you that guy for Carolina. Something's going on.
What you thinking over there, young Pete?
So this is what I was thinking. I think I'm gonna start with Georgetown first because I was a Hoyas fan, so I'm a little hurt. But I don't think Patrick Ewing just is a good coach. I think you got to just get rid of him. I get it. He played there. It sound good to kind of come back with a hometown hero, but I don't think Patrick Ewing was doing anything when he was coaching on the pro level with the bigs. You know what I'm saying? He was just like a figurehead, just trying to give you a job, let you do something. So that kills that. Because you almost, if I ain't mistaken, you might even be behind my school in the Big East. You know what I'm saying? Because we down
I
there.
gotta check that out. Yeah, I
I'm
think you
not
got
sure.
had a better
I'm
record.
thinking we might have a
Yeah,
little
I
something
think.
in Georgetown, so I'm feeling a little good.
Yeah.
Then North Carolina, I'm like you, because I think they start off preseason number one. So how you go from
They was in the
preseason
top. They
number?
definitely was in the top five. I don't know.
How you go from that to
Yeah.
not even
Unranked. Maybe
unranked,
not,
and
might not
not
even
even
make the
make the big
tournament.
dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So I don't know if it's just they just not relating to him, or he don't know what he doing. Because I know you got some recruits. It's North Carolina, so you got
Okay.
the recruits.
Right.
So
So I
go ahead.
let you off. Just thinking of where Georgetown is at.
Mm.
It he must don't know how to recruit. And man, that's
We're in a
so.
good
You talking about
conference.
DC? I'm talking about just the area.
Yeah,
You
the
got
area.
DC. You
Yeah.
got the
Baltimore,
Virginia area. You got
Bay
Baltimore.
Area,
Well, yeah.
Like, you
DMV.
supposed to have your pick.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Even if you ain't getting your pick, you supposed to at least have the top three. Like, oh, my man going here, my man. Oh, well, I got the third. I got the
Okay.
third best dude coming out of Baltimore.
Okay.
Like, you supposed to, I don't know. He
Okay.
need to
Speaking
get
of
together.
Georgetown, fellas,
Okay.
do you think that, like how you say, do you think Patrick Ewing just his coaching style haven't caught up to today's way of balling? Could that be it, or do you think that's it?
I think so because he a big man, so he probably trying to force it down low. The few games I watched of them, I think that's what it is. And the game is up and down a little bit more.
Okay.
And you got the other schools, they running. You know what I'm saying? Xavier gonna run. He's
He's
still
still
trying
trying to
to.
set up like it's him or Alonzo Mourning,
Yeah,
Mutombo or somebody.
you can't do that. You
Okay,
can't do
I
that
got you.
nowadays.
Couple
They all
games
about
like that.
running.
Okay.
What's hurting them though? I think the two games that I did watch of Georgetown in college basketball, you got to have strong guard play, and I don't think his guards is they're not that good to do what they. Not taking nothing wrong with them. I don't think they're good to be in the Big East
For this long of a
to
time,
do that.
consistent for this long.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
He got to do something. Somehow, it's funny though. Speaking on it, going back, he had my man who won the dunk contest this weekend. He recruited him.
Oh yeah.
Then he let him go. He
Oh.
let him transfer and go somewhere else. So
Oh.
something ain't
Okay.
right there.
But I
Something
think
ain't right.
you maybe just because what's the name? Didn't his son what's the name? Son took over, and I just think it's been a downward spiral since.
Thompson.
Thompson
Thompson,
son took over, and then I think it was a downward spiral from him. Then try to keep it in that family tree.
Right.
That's from Jerome family tree to go under.
Say they're going. Okay, now that was Georgetown. Now speaking of North Carolina, they was just They was just in the tournament, in the dance.
Yeah, Final Four,
I
right?
know, and lost right at the end.
Yeah.
So what are they problem? They just was there. They just was there. Cool breeze.
So I'm not for sure, but
That's what I'm saying.
from that team from last year, did everybody come back or did a lot of players leave? The reason being, Hubert took over last year from Roy Williams, right?
Mhm.
So those recruits and players could have been all Roy Williams players, and then we seeing what his recruiting method has brought, which doesn't look good.
Well, what's the name come from? The guy from Orlando Magic.
Duke,
Dude.
Come from Duke?
Duke,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think
You
what's the
talking about
big fella?
Vajero or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Okay. Now what's the big fellas in name? What's the name? Bangkok or something like them from Carolina? I think they still down there.
They still
Yeah, I
down
think
Yeah,
they
there.
yeah,
still down there.
yeah. They
But
still
see,
there.
but see, I think it's his coaching. The reason why I say that, if I remember correctly,
Mhm.
they kind of was struggling a little bit before the big dance, and they just had a nice run in the
Run.
tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
You feel me? So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
it
what it
wasn't really,
takes.
you know what I'm saying? So it
That's what
really
it
right. You
takes.
just get you can catch fire
Yeah.
and run through the tournament, but they
Tournament.
wasn't really just doing that good before the tournament.
Mm.
They kind of
I want to
was
say
doing.
they make it to the ACC championship. They went pretty
Yeah.
far in that ACC
That's what I'm
tournament,
saying. They started doing good in
which
the
got them.
tournaments,
Okay,
and
let's
that's
move
what got
along.
them
Let's
moving.
move along. What you thinking about? Well, let me start off like this. We've all seen these guys hoop for a week straight before the All-Star break. I think they won 0-3, 0-4. So now that you guys have seen these boys hoop for that week, what do you think of Luca and Kyrie now of winning the West? Starting off with you, young P.
So this is what I think. They're not going to win the West. That's not happening. But I think the biggest problem, which I didn't foresee, is I think people got in Luca's ear that he couldn't be a team player.
Mm.
So I think they're too busy trying to prove that no, I'll give you the ball. Go ahead and try to shoot. No, no, you go ahead and try to shoot. You go ahead instead of just relax, play your game. Tonight it might be Luca. You got to take over and score. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The next night it might be Kyrie, and I think that's what it is. They're too busy trying to give the ball up to make it seem like they're not against being a team ball player. That's what I've been seeing. So
Okay.
they giving it up too much instead of just look. I got the high hand. I know you good, Kyrie, but I got the high hand, and I'm finna go with it right now. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. What you
That's
think?
what I think.
What you thinking over there, young Cool Brady?
I'm not gonna hit the panic button just yet. I think they just gotta play a couple more games together. I don't believe Luca is 100%. I think he wanted to play just before the break just to get a feel of what him and Kyrie feel like or look like
Hmm.
Okay.
playing together. So I ain't gonna hit the panic button or disagree or anything like that. I just think they need to play a couple more games and everything. This whole back end of the NBA, this is gonna tell what the trade is really made of. Whether it's Kyrie and Luca, if KD come back, what all these trades gonna do? What Westbrook gonna look like with the Clipper? Like, you know what I'm saying? These next 25 games is gonna show. Did the Lakers do what they did to make a run? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna hit the panic button just yet.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I hear you on that. I hear you on that. That maybe Luca ain't 100%, but I still think, and I'm like yo, I ain't gonna push the panic button, but
Okay.
I do think they need to just be like, hey, it's your night tonight. It's my night tonight. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
more
It's
decisive.
yeah, be more decisive. Don't get caught up in it. And I think Kid is trying to force, Kyrie to be in the mix a little bit too. He's trying to
Right.
force the game
See,
to him.
this the key thing right here. Like how y'all going back and forth.
Right.
What they doing, going back and forth. Remember this, folks. That's what's cost LeBron James and Dwayne Wade that first championship. Being undecisive of not knowing who the man,
We supposed to
who to
win.
take over, who the ball go to. Y'all found out they supposed to win in LeBron. Y'all discussed that the second go round. Luka and Kyrie,
Had
this
a
what y'all got.
conversation.
Y'all got to get that understanding right now.
Now, yeah, got to.
Y'all got to get that understanding right now. Like you said, the games, y'all throwing the ball back and forth. It's 10 seconds left. Y'all don't know who want to take the shot. Get that understanding right now.
Yep.
Right now. Like you say, it's an all-star break. I mean, it's over now. The season about to go start back the second half. Y'all should have had that talk. Don't be that LeBron. in that way that first year. So get
Miami.
that talk together, and y'all, because like you say, it's all about scoring. The way the NBA is set up now is all about scoring, and y'all two can put up 60 a game, just y'all two.
Yeah.
So hey, as long as y'all do that, y'all got some nice pieces. Y'all still got Woods and the rest of them boys, Hardaway and them other boys. So I think y'all can do a little something still, but y'all got to get decisive in that fourth quarter when it's last shot of the game. It's time to know, hey, what to do with it. You know.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I don't think the problem actually I don't think the problem is going to be with Kyrie. I think it's going to be more of how Luca handled it. The reason why I say that is because Kyrie has played with two major superstars with LeBron and KD, and he still was able to get his points and still be
All right.
box office entertainment. Like I gotta go see what Kyrie about to do. You
And
know what I'm
not only
saying?
that,
So I think it's Luca is the one who needs to, how Pete say, figure out when I need to shoot, when I need to be
and you know
decisive.
what?
Because Kyrie gonna get his.
I think Luca need to just let him know I'm the man. I'm Batman, you Robin. And what I mean by that is just like how when Kyrie was hooping with LeBron, because we
Right,
feel like Luca have a more of a LeBron game. You
right,
know what I'm saying?
right,
So
right.
just like when they figured that out in Cleveland, LeBron and Kyrie, when they knew he was the man, and he led them, even though Kyrie hit that bucket, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, the key bucket against Golden State and all like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what can go on over there also.
Okay.
I'm the man, Kyrie, like LeBron was to you, and you already knew what role you was playing.
Man.
And
Yeah.
now let's roll.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, let's not get into that Dwayne Wade and LeBron role. Let's
Mhm.
stay in that LeBron and Kyrie role over there, and I think they make something happen.
For sure.
You got
Yeah.
something else to say?
No, no,
You
no, no,
good?
no. I'm with you. I'm with
Okay. Next little simple idea and little questions we got here. Who do you think will get their deal done first? Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, or Lamar Jackson? Breezy.
So I'm gonna go all three and reasons for all three. Lamar, I want you to stay there at Baltimore because I think they have set an offense around your playmaking ability,
Mhm.
so you can for always shine there. But I don't think they're gonna give him the money that he's asking. So either they're gonna franchise him or they're gonna trade him. So I don't think he's gonna get his money first. Derek Carr, you got cut from the Raiders and you was supposed to be getting like 40 something million, whatever the situation is. So I don't think he's gonna get his money first.
Mhm.
So with all that being said, Mr. Craziness, I'm going to the dark side for the second. Whatever y'all want to say, I think Mr. State Farm football player is Mr. Aaron Rodgers is going to get his money
Say getting his
first.
money
Yeah,
first.
he's getting his money first.
What you thinking, young P?
When it
I
comes
got a
from the
little
dark
confused.
side.
I don't know which one is Aaron Rodgers who get it first because you kind of went on a long soliloquy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, no,
Hey,
he on the dark side
I just
trip.
wanted to make sure I
I'm just
understand.
saying, Aaron,
Make sure I know who you
yeah,
who
word
get it
that boy.
first. I
yeah,
just want to make sure I understand who gets it first.
Aaron Rodgers gonna get his money first.
All right, so
Back from the dark side.
nobody coming back from the
That's
dark
what I'm
side.
saying.
Star Wars ass type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So I honestly I feel like Carr gonna get his money first.
Okay.
Only reason why I feel like Carr gonna get his money first is because Lamar is too much going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yep.
don't they really want him, but he digging in his heels, they digging in their heels, and they
Yep.
pretty much told him that Cleveland contract
Ain't finna happen.
ain't finna happen. That was some BS. They should have never even did that contract. So we not even finna follow suit in that foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then I think Aaron Rodgers, I think he gonna do like he did last year, just kind of drag his feet. He gonna look up just before OTAs, and he might be like, maybe it did just before it's time mandatory. You know what? I guess I'll go back to Green Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Do one of those numbers
Yeah, I think
again.
he's gonna do one of those numbers. I'm just gonna go on back, get this 40, 45, 49 million real quick and call it a day. So that's why I think Carr gonna do it first because I think he's the most in need of getting a team and trying to get with a team and getting his feet together and seeing what he can do with them.
Okay. Well, they all have until like what, March 7th, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think it's gonna be Lamar Jackson.
Mm.
I think they gonna get his done first. Whether he gonna get the money, whether they gonna trade him,
I'll put the tag
whether
on
yeah
him.
the tag on him, give him the money, or like I say, or trade him. Whichever one they do, I believe Baltimore is finna seriously get their business taken care of over there. And
But let me ask you this though, since you saying Lamar,
mm,
you the GM of the Ravens.
mm.
What would you offer Lamar? What do you think is a fair deal for Lamar? That you think that he'll come on say I'll sign without having to go through the franchise tag situation? If
I
you just
give him
GM.
190.
Okay.
I give him 190 guaranteed.
Okay.
If he don't want that guarantee, I got to move on.
Okay.
So me 2 years in a row around the exact same, close to the exact same time, he has had knee problems.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I I know I know what I'm about to get out of Lamar. I don't think he's going to be able to play a full 17 games from here on out. So I would appease him. I'll go ahead and just change the whole game up.
But my
I
thing,
give him a shorter contract with more money. So instead of the 5 years, 250 that he's asking for, I give him three. I give him 3 years, 190. You know what I'm
Being
saying?
fully guaranteed?
my thing is this: I
I
give
don't
him
know
that.
about doing no fully guaranteed.
No, my thing, I'm giving him his money.
Okay.
I'm giving that 190, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that boy a receiver. Y'all stop playing. Get him a big boy. Get him a receiver about 6'4". Get him a
Mm.
Hopkins over there or something. Get him a name. Somebody, even if he throw the ball right here or right here, he catching it. You get even y'all giving them the other receivers that it got to be in their chest and all that. Nah, you gotta give him a big thing receiver that's gonna go get it, even if it ain't thrown in that box area. He need a receiver like that, a big time. You know what I'm saying? So until
Okay.
y'all get him that, because the offense is good,
Right.
but you just giving them the receivers that's 5'10", 5'8".
Right.
Can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you throwing them seam passes and you know what I'm saying, and throwing them up the sidelines, and
Yeah.
man, you need a receiver like 6'3".
They can go get it.
Yeah, they can get up there and get it. Them 5'8" boys, come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's my take on it. But I believe he gonna get his first. You know what I'm saying? Cause that organization know about winning. They know about winning, and that's what it's all about. You taste that victory, and you taste winning.
Hmm.
You know what it takes. You're gonna spend that money, and y'all know what y'all doing. So
Right.
that's how I say it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see. I hear where you going with it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, those was just our simple questions. So this how we gonna start the show now. Start, sit, or cut.
Oh, you gonna go there
Uh
first?
oh.
Bo Jackson, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders. That's how we starting the show. Starting off with you, Breezy.
Oh man. Cut Emmett. Cut. Yeah,
All time rushing leader. You go
hey, listen. No,
all time rushing.
no disrespect to Emmett, but during that era, not with Bo, but between him and Barry, Emmett had a hell of an offensive line that he could. Man, they had some holes for him. Could you imagine Barry behind that offensive line? The 10 years that Barry. Then on not only that, he became the rushing leader because Barry retired early as hell. Because Barry was in front of him. Barry was projected to what? Get the rushing title at in 15, maybe 16 years. So no disrespect to Emmett. Cut. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So how you got? You starting who?
I'm starting Barry. Just
Sit.
cause just
Okay.
cause of
And you sitting Bo.
I'm sitting Bo, just
Okay.
because of the longevity that Barry had. Barry had a longer career than Bo. So
Okay.
I'm starting Barry. I don't even need to speak on what Barry done for the Lions and his all his highlight reels that he has. So
Okay.
I'm starting Barry without a doubt. Even though Bo got some hell of a two way highlights as far as football and baseball, but we speaking on just on football, I'm going with Barry.
What you got to say, young P?
So I'm gonna say this, America. It looks like no matter who sits in that seat, they look at my paper. It don't matter whether it's Mr. or whatever his name of the week is. They look at my paper. Cause I'm like you. I'm starting Barry. I gotta rock with Barry, not because of the hometown. The boy was just He was just
Man,
he could cut, break, stop on a dime, go back. I got to start Barry. Then I got my power in, finesse a little bit. Bo Jackson coming off the bench,
Okay, okay.
and Emmitt. Bye bye, buddy. No disrespect, Emmitt, but
yeah, no disrespect.
ain't no way over them two.
All-time rushing leader and all
Over
that.
them
No
two.
disrespect.
I'm sorry,
Take the
Emmitt. You
drink.
not
I'm finna take the drink on these boys. Y'all finna switch it up for y'all.
said over these two.
Man,
Emmitt is not getting no PT at all. You know,
we could have ran through that. We could have ran through them hoes. Emmitt was having,
but
man.
I know you better not be going against the grain right now,
Dig
big
this
fella.
shit.
Right, you all right?
I know
Barry,
you're not going against the
Dig
grain.
Barry number one.
I know
Dig
you're not
this
going
shit.
against the grain, big
Me,
fella.
Barry
myself,
number one.
I'm starting Emmitt Smith. Y'all already know how I get down. I'm
Man,
starting Emmitt
Explain
Smith.
yourself.
You understand?
what's in that drink today, Barry?
Ain't
What's in that drink?
off. I'm sitting Bo Jackson coming off the bench for my man after Emmitt.
So
Barry,
get
get
cut.
out of here.
Oh,
Barry, you was good, but hey, you just want my type of back. You know what I mean? Just that simple. Now y'all want to know why?
yeah, please.
Yeah,
Because y'all
please
saying
explain this.
Please explain.
first, I'm gonna start off with him.
Okay.
He's talking about the line. First of all, the Detroit Lions had Lomas, Brown, and all them boys. Now I'm just giving an example. You know what I'm saying? All them boys was banners. Jimmy Johnson came in and said, you know what? Herschel Walker, I'm finna start you. I'm finna trade you. He traded Herschel Walker and got all them picks. Got all them rookies up there and all them. Darren Wilson, Newton, all them. Yeah. So y'all mean to tell me that some rookies on the offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys was better than Lomas Brown, who was over there, and everybody else that the Lions
See, you
had
only
at
can
that
name
time?
one player.
No, I'm just giving an example. No, that's y'all team. I
You're
just been a fan. But what I'm saying is this: y'all trying to tell me those players over there that was veterans, they veterans. You mean to tell me the veterans weren't better than some rookies? That's what I'm saying to
it's
you.
possible.
No, but I'm just saying.
It's very
No,
possible.
what I'm saying is this. That's when coaching come in. Jimmy Johnson was the best coach. That's why the Cowboys can't win no more. So y'all can't tell me that the line what Jimmy Johnson did, he traded got. So y'all telling me all them rookies was better than the Detroit Lions. That's my point. So that's him. Now,
Okay.
what else was you saying?
Well, about which one? About Barry, Bo, and Emmitt? Oh, Emmitt got to go because
No,
I'm
I'm
kind of
talking
like
speaking
him.
on you.
Right,
So
right. So
my,
Emmitt got to go for a couple reasons.
so
One, Emmitt was kind of slow. He ain't as fast as these two backs. Emmitt was slow.
watch this.
And then I'm
Now
like,
watch this. Out of all
you
these
had that
running backs,
line that could get you all
see,
these yards
they
and all that kind
they
of
keep
stuff.
saying the line. These lines was rookies.
Them lines are almost as good as them.
But they was rookies.
Because
Jimmy Johnson.
Then when Rodgers had a hell of a too.
Jimmy Johnson had to come teach him like this. How they saying line?
Line play a major.
How can the Lions all of a sudden run when they get a coach named Campbell? Remember they had all them other running backs couldn't get 100 yards, get nothing. Then they get a coach come out of nowhere, tight end coach named Campbell, and all of a sudden the Lions getting 100 yards rushing every game when they had all them other coaches. So is it the coaches? Or
the Lions got one of the top two, besides Philly offensive line. The Lions got the best offensive line.
but what I'm saying, when they had the other coaches, when
Wayne
they had the other coaches,
Fonz
when
wasn't
they
no
had
hell of a coach like that.
when they had the other coaches,
Fonz wasn't no hell of a coach like
The
that.
only coach, the only
Wayne
coach
Fonz wasn't no hell of a coach like that.
no, what I'm saying is this.
2 year
No,
Barry
what I'm
got
saying is
2,000
this.
yards.
No, what I'm saying is this. They had them same some players and everything. I'm saying when Campbell got there, he turned everything around. Why can't the Lions run for 100 yards a game now?
Because some of
Why?
that goes on Wayne Fonz, some of that goes on what's his name?
Why
Miller.
can they do it?
His name Miller, that
Now,
was GM, that was terrible too. He
and
had a
then,
1-2
and then first
combination
of
of
all,
terrible people.
another reason why I'm going with Emmitt Smith. Emmitt wasn't scared to run between them tackles. He running like this. Barry Sanders and them,
They one of them
they running out there. They running out there.
He had to run
And one thing,
Barry was running for his
and then
life.
my man Bo Jackson, I'm gonna get him because after Emmitt wear you down by running through them tackles, then I'm gonna pitch it to Bo. He gonna run out there and through tackles to speed and kill you. See, Barry Sanders,
You're not talking
Barry
about
Sanders, like
running for his life, though.
Barry Sanders to me,
Barry was running for
Barry
his
to
life.
me was a great entertainer. He a great running back entertainer. That's it.
Barry was
That's it.
for his
I
life,
like
though.
well, hey, run between the tackles.
I get
They get
killed.
killed?
He wouldn't have lasted 10 years. What you talking about?
You see when you run between that tackle, sometimes you see when he made that move and made what's name get hurt. That was between the tackles. You gotta do that more often.
He wouldn't
He
have
do it every blue moon.
years.
Who fought us that?
And that's the Lions
Lions.
not drafting correctly.
Well,
Terrible GM and not a
well,
good coach.
I'm riding with my man Emmitt. I'm gonna let y'all boys. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Billy Sims probably would have been better than Barry Sanders if he wouldn't have got hurt.
Oh, cut it
Y'all
out.
talking that
Cut
Barry
it-
stuff.
cut it
Billy
out.
was sweet till he got hurt.
Billy was sweet.
Billy was
Going
Huh?
beyond now.
No, I'm
But you
just,
know-
I know that, but I'm saying that's how I'm letting y'all know Barry was Barry was If y'all want entertainment, that Barry's entertainment. He was a Billy Sims. He an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna entertain y'all with this next question.
Please.
Now, Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders. Who you got to win the NFC East, Young Pete?
You know what? It's gonna pain me to say this a little bit. Dallas might win it. Dallas might win it. Only because
of Dak.
no, definitely not. That's why I said it pains me to say it. It pains me to say it. I'm just looking like
back up off of Dak.
Nah.
I said. I think either Dallas or the Giants might win it. For one, I don't think as much as I initially remember last year, I was like, I thought the Eagles was gonna run it back.
Mhm.
But when you took the offensive coordinator and the defense, you just did too much chaos with one team in 1 year. So that's gonna drop them down. I just don't see them being up there like that again. Then also, I just feel like the Giants, if they can stay the course, they might be all right. But they got to figure out their situation with Jones and Saquon. So who we leave? We leave what's the name to go rise up to the top, Dallas. And it ain't like they can't get up to the top and win it before. They just don't do nothing in the playoffs, and they really a suspect team. The question is, I think the Commanders might need a few more pieces for
You think so?
them. Maybe.
Okay.
So I'm going to say yes, they will. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
The Commanders, Washington Commanders, people will win the East. 3 reasons.
Okay.
Money, money, money. One, everybody looking at Philly to run it back. It doesn't have nothing to do with the OC and DC leave, offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator leave. It has a lot to do if they're gonna spend that money and bring everybody back. I didn't realize they said 10 players that started on offense and defense
Yeah, they got a lot. They
are
got a
all
lot
free
to,
agents.
yeah, they got a lot to
Which
do.
means you don't went to the Super Bowl, so that means at least 5 or 6 of them is gone because you can't afford the money that they're about to ask. So I don't see Philly running it back or being as dominant as they was this year.
But you can do as much with you think he gonna be able to do. Who the quarterback over? Carson Wentz or something like that? Who the quarterback over there? Not Tyler, because Tyler
Yeah.
he ain't go at
Well,
the
no.
Commanders.
No, they
see what they bring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Let's see what they
think about
bring.
bringing in another veteran.
So I definitely have to bring in somebody that I think is gonna be. That's gonna be the real key. Who they bringing in to play quarterback for the Commanders?
Well, I think with the Commanders, my man Ron Rivera is just gonna sit down with the enemy and say,
Yeah.
who are you comfortable with?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who you feel you comfortable with as far as the veteran leadership? Don't be surprised if Derek Carr end up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's why I'm saying because they not losing nobody. If they losing someone, it may be 1 or 2 people,
Mhm.
but they not losing a bunch of people like Philly about to lose.
Right.
And then whatever they about to do over in New York between what is it, David Jones and Saquon,
Mhm.
whoever get the franchise tag, they ain't about to play like that. They're gonna be
Right.
upset that they done got tagged. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
As far as Dallas, I don't know what they're gonna do because they talking about not bringing none of them back.
Right.
Which I mean, I know
They definitely ain't bringing
No, what I'm saying, I know they ain't bringing Zeke back, but they talking about if Pollard get to talking crazy, they gonna let him walk.
I heard they was gonna, I thought they said they were gonna put the franchise tag on him.
Oh, okay, all right. I haven't heard that one yet, but okay.
Well, I'm gonna roll with you, Breezy. I'm gonna
they can
say,
win it?
yeah, I think they can win it, and cause like you say, we already know what Dallas got over there, and
We got my boy Dak. I see.
You
Slow down, slow down, slow down,
know,
slow down, slow
that's
We
down.
got two. We got two.
no.
Run with you.
That's a
No,
water wave up there with Dallas, and like you say, no telling what they gonna do in the off season, what their offense gonna look like,
right.
or what they gonna do. And
They lost that
like I
last
always
week
say,
too.
right, it's always a disaster to happen.
Yeah,
They say over there.
We got
yeah.
two picking you, Dak. That's what's up.
No, no,
No,
no.
no,
I
no.
say
Slow down, slow down. So you putting words in our
I didn't
mouth.
pick that.
Right. You putting words in our mouth.
I said
The Cowboys. What y'all talking
no.
No,
about?
you
I
heard
said
no. He
Washington.
said
I
Washington.
said
Oh, you
Washington
heard
can
what the
win the
Cowboys
NFC
and went
East.
crazy, didn't he?
I heard them, Dak. They can't.
Washington.
You
I
heard
said
the
no.
Cowboys and went
Yeah,
crazy.
Dak, I heard them.
Washington can
You don't
win the
listen.
NFC.
You
Like
don't
I said,
listen.
we
Dak, I
seen
heard them, Dak.
we seen what's over there in Dallas. Now in Philly, like you said, we don't know what's gonna happen with that OC and the DC. Even though they losing some players, that's not the problem. The problem gonna be still can Hurts run that offense? Because as long as they got Hurts, AJ, and Smith, they
Right.
good. So and in the tight end, they got they core,
Right.
so they cool right there. But it's still gonna be who gonna bring in as they OC, and is he gonna be able to jail with Hurts? Like I say, now over there in New York, they need a receiver.
Yep.
Also, they even need a big name receiver. What they got now and the way they run their offense, y'all won't make the playoffs next year. Y'all made it this year because of just Dable play calling and all that, and his scheme play, and just every week just playing different. But next year, if you don't get that receiver where y'all can put them points up, it ain't happening. And the reason why I think that Washington can do it, because they basically got everything on offense. They got that running back. They got an O line. They got the receivers.
Yep.
They just need Heineke is cool, but if they can get a better quarterback, of call somebody over there, come over there, or even Heineke, if he play better, we don't know how you look with what's the name running the offense.
Offense.
And then on the defensive end, let Ron Rivera do his job. You ain't got to do nothing. Take over that defense like how you do, and like you, because I was barely giving up points anyway.
Yeah,
So that's the reason why I think that they can pull it out, especially if they get any key play. I mean, any key players to what they already have. So I believe they can pull it out.
for sure.
Yeah. Next question: should the XFL and the USFL combine leagues? Cool breeze. Should the XFL and the USFL combine leagues?
I would like to see it. I would like to see it. It's too early. It's too early to say that because both teams sort of started during the COVID years or whatever. So,
Mm.
but I like to see it. I did watch a game with the XFL on ESPN. So and it looked like they had some good talent out there.
Yeah, yeah.
USFL. Hell, let's see how they run in April. You know what I'm saying? I what I noticed is two of the biggest sports program companies is running their own separate football team.
Mm.
ESPN is sort of running XFL,
Yeah,
and Fox is running USFL.
USFL.
So
Yeah,
let's see how that play out before I say yeah they should combine. But right now let's just see how it play out. I'm enjoying that we do have football all year round.
Okay. What you got to say about that, Young P?
you know, I do feel like they need to go ahead and combine. I know it's still early, but I think they need to combine because both leagues got, I think, 8 teams. But I think USFL got 8 teams. I think XFL got
Yeah.
8 teams.
Okay, okay.
So I think money wise, you ain't trying to stretch the money or none of that because you could combine, maybe get you more TV money and stuff like that. Because like you said, I watched the XFL game this week, and uh, I think they do because AJ, what's the name from Alabama was cool
McCann,
playing.
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a McCann. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he was playing. They had a couple players that I'm like, oh, they do got some.
Mhm.
They ain't just no,
Yeah.
bums or people like that. So I think they should be able to do that. My only problem is XFL. Y'all got some crazy rules, and I think that's gonna be the thing. Like, how do you jail those rules? Because Hines
I think
Ward,
they got some excellent rules.
you do?
Yeah.
It's some crazy rules to me because Hines Ward, I feel bad for you, man. The rules is why you lost the game. You know what I'm saying? The defense had to basically stay on the field for the a half 40 minutes because
Hey,
of the rules. You
hey,
know
who
what
fault
I'm
was that?
saying? I mean,
He
I hear
step
you.
up.
I hear you.
Step up.
It was some
Cause
crazy
my
rules,
thing
but
is
it
this.
did make it interesting though. I ain't gonna lie.
See, that's what I'm saying. You see, interesting. That's what we want to see. And my thing is this: I seen the games over the weekend. They was good defense, and I like if you score a touchdown or something, you got the people right there on you, interviewing you. You know what I'm saying? I seen another time when the coach didn't go for it on 4th and 2, and they kicked the field goal, and or they could have got the first down and got a touchdown because they was at the goal. They kicked the field goal. Soon as the players ran off the field, the reporters ran right over to the coach. Coach, why didn't you go for it on 4th and 2?
Put the
He had
pressure
this
on
right,
him.
put the pressure on him right then and there. He had the answer. Ain't no after the game waiting for the report and all, and then you interacting with us at home and all that. So I like the things they doing, and I like some of the coaches they got. I seen Hines Ward,
Yeah, I
I seen
saw Hines
Anthony
Ward.
Beck.
Yep.
They brought my man Wade Phillips back out.
Yeah.
That's who the NFL needed as a defensive coordinator, but that's good. They brought him over to in the XFL to uh to promote their league now. So I think I think they shouldn't combine.
You think they should say
No,
separate?
Stay
yeah,
separate.
yeah. If they do combine, it might be because people want to see more games than the 8 teams or
I
whatever.
got
But
you.
the way they rules and everything they doing, the way they kick off and everything,
Yeah,
I
which is
think the
different.
NFL can adapt to the way they kick off. That might stop a lot of them
Injuries.
injuries, head injuries, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and concussions and all of that. So a lot of stuff that the NFL can pick up from them. So yeah, but I enjoyed the games over the weekend. That XFL.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I definitely enjoyed the
yeah.
games. That's for sure.
And like I say, they got some named players over there to keep that league going, and they got some nice coaches, some coaches and some black coaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So that's another reason why I think people gonna look over there too, because the name of the coaches that's gonna attract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen Hines Ward
Yeah.
coaching, I'm like, oh, I really was like,
Yeah,
let me,
it did.
you know
It
what I'm
made me do
saying?
that too. Like, whoa, that's Hines Ward.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I did, but then I saw the face on him too. I
Mhm.
was like, I feel bad for you because the
Yeah,
man
that
called that one play. He's like, I like to do the 4th and 15,
yeah, them
and they
guys,
got
yeah,
it.
they got it. That's what I'm
I
saying.
was like,
Hey, that's
oh man, that
you let
was.
them get the 4th and 15. All you gotta do is stop. 4-14, y'all win game on. But you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I did like that game. It was a good game.
so
Yeah. Before we move on, you got something to say with that Breezy?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I like I said, I'll wait and see. But I just think I don't think if both leagues succeed,
Mm,
just from a business standpoint, I don't see them joining because you got two powerhouses. Just got okay. This is my league. Okay, and this is my league.
mm-hmm.
And
I
since
ain't sharing
since
no
since
money.
ain't no way we can
Yeah, come to
get in
Grammy,
get
right?
in
Yeah,
on the NFL money. Okay, we're gonna do our league our way and this our league this way. You know what
Right,
I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah. Okay. Well, see, let me see what you know about this. This is something I know you grew up doing a little bit, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna ask you this. I'm gonna start this off with you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You
Uh,
you do you look like one of these type of players. So you know what I'm saying? Who did you like better as a baseball player? Barry Bonds or Ken Griffey Jr.?
oh man. I was a Bonds fan when Pittsburgh had their little reign with Bonds and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But Griffey, man, Griffey just he was the Michael Jordan of
Baseball.
baseball back then when he had his run.
Well,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? I hate that injuries sort of shortened his career, but I'm gonna go with Griffey. I'm just gonna go with Griffey. He had the
Okay. Yeah.
the swing was sweet. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everything was just sweet on Griffey.
Yeah.
So, you know.
What it was, I know it got Griffey. See, it was the swag of Griffey. That's what it was. That's all that was. But I'm gonna let you know why it was, and he finna agree with it. Go ahead, young Pete.
well, once again, I told y'all, America, whoever sits in that seat, bring me my paper because I got on here. I'm going with Ken Griffey Jr. and I got on
Okay.
here the sweetest swing in baseball.
He do.
Because I mean, that was a pretty swing, and the man could play the outfield like beautiful. He was running down balls and everything.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm going with Ken Griffey. Don't get me wrong, Barry Bonds.
Okay.
You was hitting the mess out that ball, and I still tell people to this day, I get it. You got allegedly got caught up in the PD
PD.
scandal and all of that.
Yeah.
But I always tell people this: You still need that hand-eye coordination. I don't care how many steroids you take. You
Yeah,
can't see that
yeah,
ball, you
Yeah,
ain't hitting
'cause
nothing.
right.
So it don't even matter what you take, and you
So
still see that ball to
and
hit
that
it.
ball still come
right,
triple digits, 100 miles per hour.
right, right. So dig this here though. Dig this. If y'all notice, they both left-handers. They both left-hand hitters. Who's a better base stealer? I'm just actually throwing some stuff out there. Who's a better base stealer? Because they both stole bases.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Griffey.
Say Griffin. What you
Griffey.
say?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Griffey.
Okay. Them just
Yeah.
throwing some things out.
I don't. I don't.
I
I
saw
don't.
Griffey steal more
Yeah.
bases
Okay.
than I really saw
I
Barry
don't think
Bonds do.
Bond stole bases, but he wasn't a threat once he
Okay.
got on base.
Right.
Like Griffey was a threat. Griffey
Okay.
was a back then it was a 40-40 club,
Okay.
40 homers, 40 stolen bases.
Okay. They both played outfield.
Hmm.
One played what left, one played center. They
Yeah.
both will gun you out.
But I'm
So
I'm
who
going
you
with
get
Griffey
into?
Arm though. I'm still going with Griffey Arm though.
Okay.
Griffey gonna throw you out better than Barry, and he gonna be more accurate on the line with that boy. So you can try to
Okay.
go to third or go
Yeah,
home.
yeah. To
He,
play to
he's
play to play center every day, you gotta have a cannon.
so
Okay.
Like Barry played either right or left field. Now right was it left field? I'm sorry, left field. You know, it ain't that hard to gun somebody down from third or home. Center field, you got to come from every angle.
Okay. And I think they both played what 22 years. I was just throwing something out, like you said, they both left hand. They both
right,
like to me, they both like equally like all that. I
right.
think like you say, I liked Griffey's swing better.
Yeah,
I think Bonds had quicker hands though.
Mm,
But I like the what's name. I just like the Griffey better, like you say, because of the swag he had. He had the humble swag. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, we like, the shoes. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Come to the
yeah,
baseball game, hat to the back. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
Baseball,
you know what I'm
baseball
saying?
need to change their logo and put that Griffey logo on
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah.
baseball need to do.
That'd be a good one. And you know what I'm saying? But other than that, they kind of neck and neck. But like you say, I'm gonna go with that Griffey myself. I'm gonna go with Griffey. But Bonds, you was out cold with
Yeah,
it. And then
yeah.
another thing, like you say, Griffey didn't get caught up in nothing or allegedly get caught up in
Right.
nothing.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll go that route. And he had pretty good numbers being hurt a lot.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So moving along. Will LeBron James brand ever be as big as Jordan's brand? Will LeBron James brand ever be as big as Jordan's brand? Starting off with you, Young P.
So I hate to say it, but no, it's never going to be as big. Here's my reasons why. One, even though I'm changing my mind little every day that LeBron might be the greatest of all time to ever play it, the problem is universally the world feels like Michael Jordan is the greatest to ever play. So that already kind of put your brand on another level than LeBron James because people feel like you're just a GOAT and all of that kind of stuff. So now you feel like you're a superstar when you're wearing Jordans. Then Jordan shoes, style wise, just look better than LeBron's shoes. LeBron, the things that I saw with LeBron, it makes me feel like it's strictly a basketball shoe. It's not necessarily a fashion shoe. I feel like it's more of you supposed to put these on and you going out to really play. They look heavy at times on your feet and all of that kind of stuff.
I got six pair of them boys at this time. I rocks with you, baby.
But I just feel like more people. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never bought a pair of Jordans in my life, but I just feel like people feel like Jordans is like a status symbol. It's style. It's a luxury brand. I
Right,
think that's where people at with it. That's why I don't think he'll ever pass it.
right.
Uh, so far as the brand, I say his brand will never be as big from a fashion standpoint, but behind the scenes that we don't know about, they I think if LeBron not, he may be close to being a billionaire. I mean, he has done a lot as far as being out in LA. So what I mean by that is when he went out to LA, to me, my opinion, LA wasn't to become I'm going to hoop and win multiple championships like people think he is. It was to build his Hollywood brand.
Mhm.
And He got movies out here that we don't know about that he done executive
That
produced. Like
producer.
so his brand from a business standpoint will never catch up to a fashion point of what we know about Michael Jordan. But yeah, I think his brand is gonna be there when it's all said and done from all type of avenues. And then all it takes is once he retire to get a team together and him buying a basketball team like MJ. And
Mm.
then I would say his brand will be bigger, but not from a fashion standpoint. It'll never catch Michael Jordan from a fashion
Yeah.
standpoint. Just because like Young P said, his shoes is not wasn't has not transcended to be fashionable like Jordans. Like the
Hmm.
only reason why I say that is we love Jordans, but man, all they give us is the original ones.
Hmm.
But they different colorways,
Yeah.
Hmm.
so it makes it fashionable.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Color scheme.
People,
But
Yeah.
yeah.
but
That's what.
really, all they giving us is color
The
one.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They giving us color one. Every now and then they'll sprinkle out.
Something new.
Yeah, and you once you get past what 6 or 7, everything else you got is trash. You done.
But as far as that like you were saying, but as far as that Jordan brand though, like you say, that logo with it, by itself, just that's that that's what keeping them afloat. Not
Hmm.
just that, but you know what I'm
Right.
saying. What I
But I.
mean, but that is just that shoe, like you say, he drop a shoe every month. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Just
They're-
the shoe alone, so you know what I'm
You can
saying.
go
Yeah,
get it.
you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So just that alone, I don't think it would be like on not just LeBron. I don't think no brand that can come out like that and they go, you know what I'm saying, like that. I don't care if it's Gucci, if it's this, if it's Fendi, if it's LB, if it's Balenciaga, whatever it is. You put any of them out and Jordan come out the same week, people going to get them Jordans.
yeah,
Yes.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? So just on that part, yeah. But like you say, but as many other things, I think
Bunch of
LeBron got a
ventures.
lot of stuff going. But look, Jordan got a lot of stuff going, on the low, such as building prisons and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like you say, I don't know, but it's gonna be hard for him to catch him. But
yeah. I,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
I believe once he buys a buys an NBA team.
Because the brand, like you gotta understand this, the brand. Because you
Mhm.
understand this, no matter what LeBron get, what is the brand gonna be though? You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Everything Jordan is doing is a branding. I mean, it's Jordan branded. Like LeBron might have this, but is it gonna be LBJ branded or is it
From
gonna be
Just a
from
business.
from
Yeah, he's
from
got a
right?
from
business
a,
venture.
from a branding point, I'm just thinking fashion. LeBron will never catch MJ from a fashion
Brand. Okay,
standpoint,
okay.
but from a branding as business
Business.
wise,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think he will either catch him, if not surpass him.
Okay, that's understood. Okay,
Right.
nice way to clear that. Clear that. Good clarity. You agree?
Yeah, I agree. But the only problem with that is it's kind of like Magic. Magic's got his hand in a lot of things, but you don't really know what Magic doing on the
Hmm.
business unless you're really in the
In the
business.
business, right?
So it's the same. I think that's kind of why you'll never know that he got there unless you just like, okay, yeah, because I think he had a billionaire status now.
Yeah,
It
that's what I
just seems
said.
like it's quiet
It's
because
quiet
you
though.
don't know all the stuff he
Right,
into. It's
right.
not, we know
And,
movies,
and
but
I'm just saying, if he got to a billionaire status that quick
Uh,
due to the movies he has produced. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's move along. Would the NBA All Star game be better if it was Team USA versus Team World? Would it be better if it was Team USA against the foreigners, all the foreigners? Starting off with you, Young Pete.
so I'm gonna say no. Here's why I'm saying no. Only because of this. If we look at the 24 people 24 players that made the All Star roster right now, only 5 or 6 of them was international players. I think the rest of them was from the U.S. And then two, I feel like this: the U.S. already plays in the Olympics, and we pretty much dominate the Olympics. I mean, we have some drag years, but pretty much every year when we go to the Olympics, we dominate. So we're already seeing that right now. Every 4 years when they go to the Olympics. So I feel like
Are you seeing all them type of players on one team during the Olympics?
you're not seeing that because they all spread it out. They own whatever team that they're supposed to be on, from their nationality or whatever their respective country.
So you're not seeing that?
But I still feel like you are. You still see the U.S. playing against the world, so to speak.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I mean, that's just how I think. Yeah, but I still feel like no, it's not gonna make the
Right.
All-Star game better just by putting the U.S. versus the
With the
world.
world. Gotcha. What you thinking?
No, I don't want to see it because I mean, unless you bringing players over that we ain't never heard of to play in the All Star game, it won't equal out the amount of players to be equal. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Pete said, you got what maybe 6 players out to what 20,
24 of them, I think.
24,
24.
How
6 maybe 7.
you got more players that didn't make it? You get them on the team.
I can't see it, but it ain't even got that to make it better. I think the players got to be a little bit more into it. The players is
Well,
not into it at all. No, they not. They just out there for
right.
show and tell, not to get hurt. Oh, let me see how many half court shots I can make. Let me see how many dunks I can make. Nobody's playing nothing for defense. I don't know.
Would you do what like baseball doing the winner make it go back probably east and west and
Ooh.
Yeah, now
and,
that, now
and the
that,
winner get the
yeah,
home
get
court,
home court, yeah,
you
Now
know.
that
yeah.
might make it a little
Because
more
you know what?
interesting. Because now you got
They
something
be
to fight
playing
for.
baseball. They be
Yeah.
playing. They be playing for
Right,
real. They be
right,
playing for real.
So
right.
we got something to fight
So should
for.
they adapt that, like you say?
I mean,
Get
that's
like give
definitely
them
a good
something to
idea.
That's
play
definitely
That's
good.
definitely giving.
Yeah,
That's I like that idea of giving them something to play for.
yeah.
Because right now, I don't feel like they have nothing to play for.
They don't.
I don't think they want to. Because I'm almost at the point now. I feel like the All Star game should just be, look, y'all just rest, do some media, kick it with the fans, some fan
The
interactions,
problem is
stuff
this.
like that.
The problem is this.
Or maybe do a one-on-one game and three-on-three
Back
game or
back
something.
in the when we was coming up with Isaiah and all them, they played for money. Like so,
They play for money now.
no, what I'm saying, like 750,000 went to the winner or $1 million. That was a lot of money back then.
Right.
These cats making money, $1 million ain't nothing to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is
That's
this.
nothing to
How
them.
about this though? How about whatever you come up with, whatever you come up with, it just goes to the winner. The loser,
You don't get
you don't get
nothing.
nothing. You don't. I mean, if it's charity, you don't get nothing for your charities. It
You
goes
gotta be
they says
something
over
to
there.
entice them. Yeah.
If it's money, it goes money just to this team, not
Yeah.
over here. If it's going on like you say trips or whatever y'all doing, just to the winners, nothing to the losers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making me okay.
Now I can go for that because right now, because even if they lose the quarter, I think your charity still gets
Just
half.
get half.
So
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
no
so
matter
So
what,
you
they,
get
they
nothing.
have
that's
no.
what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Nah,
They
nah.
No
have
matter
no.
what,
They
I'm
have
gonna get
nothing.
something. Whether I get the whole 100 or whether I get 50, I'm getting something out the
They
game.
have nothing to really play for. Like either you ante up the. I don't know what the winner of the All Star game actually get, but I just remember listening to Chuck Daly and them back in the day. I think the winner when Isaiah and all them played, the winner got 2 mil
Hmm.
for winning, and the
Okay.
loser got 500,000. Well,
Some
back then,
significant.
2 million was a lot to them. You know what I'm saying? 2 million ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's what
You
they
know,
was
you
getting.
got you
That
got
was a
guys
lot.
making
Shit.
Yeah.
100 million. know,
I don't know how much they was getting.
Yeah.
It's okay.
2 million ain't nothing.
Should the All Star game involve that WNBA? Starting off with you, Breezy. Should the All Star, well,
I
the
say
weekend rather, somewhere involve the WNBA?
I say incorporate it some type of way, just to constantly keep promoting the women's game.
Okay.
Some type of way incorporate it. Yes.
So I say no. One, they play at two different times of the year. You know, the women don't even play to the summertime, so that's one thing. And I think a lot of the players still going across seas to play. But two, I think they tried it already with the skills competition. You remember back in the day, they took one player from, both teams. Like the Phoenix Suns and then the Phoenix Mercury, one
Right.
player and one player, and they played it in the skills competition. So it has to be a reason why they got away from it. Either people wasn't paying attention, wasn't interested, or whatever. So there's a reason behind that. Now I am all for incorporating them some kind of way, whatever that might be, but
Right.
actually playing in the game or showcasing them like that. No, we don't really need that. But incorporate them some kind of way, but not that way.
My thing is this: incorporate the females in the skills challenge. Take the Giannis brothers out the competition. Get them out of here,
They looked
Judge.
terrible, did they?
Take the Giannis brothers out the competition. Go to the WNBA and get three of they females to join up as a team and compete against the other two teams in that skills challenge when they playing, throwing the ball and doing this, laying up, shooting the little jumpers, taking little hot shot jumpers. The females got a better shot. I think they can shoot better with them little short shots. As we seen this weekend, them guys could not shoot no mid range. And I believe some of the females would have been hitting that. And then if they come out hitting or doing certain things, then I believe when they time for them to play, it'll come in your mind like, oh, that's
Let me
what
go check
I
out.
seen.
Let me
Let me
check
check her out and see, you know what I mean? If you seen her do good, you know what I'm saying, against the men, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Get them some show and get their skills up. You know what I'm saying? And then we can see them like that. But them Giannis brothers, what's their name? Tapucos or
Yeah,
something like that.
y'all looking terrible. Y'all
Get
looking
them
like
out of
y'all
here.
supposed to be in the league.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't even look like
And
y'all
that's
supposed to
why
be
I
in the
say
league.
instead of watching them, we can put them women in their spot.
Right.
And then that'll get us to, join them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then they might put some sexy ones on there playing and we really get to watch.
Yeah, like a
You know
Scotty
how they got
Pippen.
them female college girls
Yeah.
that they showing with all them,
Yeah.
them body shoes on like that.
yeah.
You see what people watching now.
Yeah.
So,
I
hey,
like Skylar Digger and I like baby girl from LA too.
you know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, incorporate them and get them Giannis brothers out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So moving along. Last question. And this is how we gonna do it. Why the starters scared to enter the dunk contest? The ones that you would like to see, young P.
You know why I think they scared? I think they scared because the world gonna see whether you can really dunk. If you go out there and miss 2, 3 dunks, it's gonna be like, man, LeBron, you can't make that dunk. What's going on? So I think they scared because I think they reputation is on the line. They scared people to be like, man, how you supposed to be the greatest and you don't win the dunk contest? You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan won it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna look like you can't be the greatest. That's gonna kill anybody talking. It won't kill me, but it'll kill a lot of people who thought like you can't be the greatest if you can't even win a dunk
Dunk contest.
contest. You know what I'm saying? So I think they scared because of that kind of stuff, reputation, perceive the type of player they is, and all of that kind of stuff. So they rather just sit out and fold their hands and just never do it. Because now John Morant talking the same foolishness. He don't want to do it, and we want to see John Morant. You doing too many dunks in the game for us not to see you in the dunk contest.
Yeah.
I think it's more of the creativity level
They
now.
don't have it.
So when you speak on Jordan, it was dunks that people really wasn't seeing. Like everybody knew Dr. J can dunk. Everybody knew Jordan can dunk, but you know,
I know Ja can dunk.
back then, a windmill dunk like Dominique would do was something spectacular. Everybody can do a windmill dunk nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's the creativity level.
So you can't think of nothing.
So what I mean by that is
Can't be a Blake
when
Griffin and jump over a car. You can't think of nothing.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of them ain't got it. A lot of them. So it goes back to the 3-point shooting. A lot of the players that was chunking up bricks, they in game 3-point shooters.
How about
That's
this then?
dunking is a sort of an in game thing. Like John Morant, if y'all ever see his oohs and eyes come when he try to take a big fella down.
Right, right,
You know what I'm saying? When he cocking it back and he going up over top of 7 footer.
right.
Would that be exciting to y'all? Him just doing it out of no one, like you
So
know what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
with the hop abilities of him, not to cut you
I
off,
thought you about to say, go ahead.
the hop abilities of him,
Excuse
you
me.
telling me that he cannot come up with something creative? You telling me the best we can do is get the white boy
Mm.
to come out
Yeah,
the G League
yeah.
to do better than
Did you
all?
not see what you did you not see what the other ones was doing?
I'm
Nothing
just saying,
creative.
you tell me can't
Do
none of y'all do
Nothing
this?
creative.
like how we saying about take this and take this, just like take some of these G League players or some of these street ball players.
I
These
would do
guys with
something
just
like that.
creativity, put them against these NBA dunk players. This and this. Winner take all. They win. They take over here in the trophy, NBA, whatever. Because just like this, a lot of these guys don't have creativity, and a lot of them always got to throw the ball.
Right.
All of them. Then a lot of y'all got anybody throwing y'all the ball, then y'all messing up, got to go 3, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like Kenyon Martin
Right.
Jr. Man,
Dad could throw you the oop for
you're a
nothing.
great leaper, great dunk. I thought you was about to, man, kill the dunk contest. You just, I know you want to be out there with your dad, and then I'm a man. If they'd have just threw it balls and stuff right for you, you'd have been on. Something you should have been practicing. I don't know if y'all did or not as much, but I was ready for you to win.
He's an in game dunker. Florida game. I'm about to catch your
You're right.
head.
No, I understand.
I get what you're saying
But
as
I
far as
need
before
more.
the game, but I need more.
As far as entertainment go, like you say, get the G Leagues, go on YouTube, find some people. If y'all want to make the All-Star game better, get them type of people in since these players in the NBA already got money and ain't worried about money, and y'all know it's about the fans and the people. Bring the entertainment up.
Now, that's something I would definitely.
Bring the
I would go for
entertainment
that.
up.
I would
Like you
do that.
said,
Yeah.
go find the YouTubers, G
Yeah.
leaguers, and then make it entertaining. Even if they don't want to do, let the players just sit and relax all weekend, and let G League and the YouTube sensations, y'all come on do this dunk contest so that everybody can be entertained. Y'all can relax all weekend if that's what y'all want to do. You ain't even got to worry about it.
Yeah.
But give us some entertainment or something. Even though I do feel LeBron, you should have did at least once in your career. I just don't understand that. But hey, who am I?
Well, well, there it is, folks. We signing out.
Yes, sir.
See y'all next time.
Next week.